Look me in my eyes, welcome to the dark side. Do or die, homicide, call me if you down to try. Everybody getting money like I
things. We got Live Johnson in the fucking building, everybody.
I really don't need no introduction though.
You have to.
Wait, that's something.
You said you wanted Petty Sean. I mean Petty Live. So
man.
I said government name. Petty Live is on today. So
I mean, listen. I was given the history, and for all you guys who don't know, a lot behind the scenes, what will happen when it's time for me and Live to have an interview, some shit will happen, and it will give him the necessary reason to be petty, and I'm like, yes, we're gonna talk some shit, we're gonna air people out, because I'm here for it. We both 80s babies, we born and cut differently. We here for the smoke and for the shits. So I'm like, I bet, so we're gonna talk about this, and this. As like 2-3 days right before the interview, he'll have this epiphany, be on some real like Black Lives Matter shit, be all peaceful, like, nah man, I'm bigger than that, I'm just gonna worry about my money, I don't need to be petty. I'm like, god damn it, Live, that was half of my fucking content on the show. So then I gotta create and do some other shit, and I gotta be all peaceful along with this nigga, so every now and then I'm just like, yo, where is the smoke, Live? This is, I need wait. Every now and then I need drive-by Live.
But did you hear the project?
Yes, I did.
That's you said it was the pettiest album you heard all year.
I don't know about all year, because the only album that's touching yours as far as petty goes, of course, is Pusha T right now.
Yeah, he's super petty.
I'm sorry, Pusha T and Kanye.
And Kanye, both them niggas is petty right now.
We'll get to them niggas in a second. Right now, you just mentioned one of the reasons why you're here. Yeah. Which is your new project, which is set to drop June 8th, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
This one is called Living Legend.
Yep. Living Legend, you know. It's a statement. It's more of a testament than a statement. It's more like, I've been in this game for 20 years plus. You know, half of that was spent producing, engineering. And I've been working on my craft, getting better at my craft year after year. And I feel like at this point, I'm a legend to me, in my own eyes. So, you know, that's why the title, you know, I chose that title, Living Legend.
That's what's up. Now, I happen to be one of the few people alongside Mainstream, aka Ghost, aka Dad, who actually previewed and got the album before everybody. So we could actually sit down. I mean, nigga, you're his manager. If you didn't get it, then that's bad management, nigga. I don't understand what happened. Hey, what the fuck happened?
We were all in that group.
What type of reverse leak is that, nigga? Like, everybody gets it but you. Like, yo, keep it from Katie. Like, don't tell nobody.
So Fame tried to do that to me, so.
Oh, you manage Fame?
Of course I do.
Oh.
I do not.
Listen.
I manage myself.
I'm not getting into this. So, Living Legend.
Oh, wait till
I have to say,
you know what about the cross.
And I do my best to make sure that I'm not biased. I always try to make sure that I give 100% honest opinion and feedback when I review albums and I listen to albums and I critique them and everything like that. This was a well-rounded project.
Thank you.
But also, it was a well-titled project. And we spoke about this in private.
Oh, yeah.
But to everybody out there, when I say a well-titled project, and I should leave this as a Voiceless Music post, but I just gave y'all niggas some food on the website earlier, and I'll get to that later. But when I say a well-titled project, I mean, if you're going to say something like, I don't know, Living Legend, for instance. Every song, the theme, the production, the content, the lyricism, the features, everything has to encompass legendary. I have to feel that this is something that is going to stand the test of time. Like 25 years from now, I'm going to listen to this and be like, yo, damn, he definitely was a legend. Like, he definitely put on for the culture and things of that nature. There's a lot of times where I see people drop albums and drop projects, and sometimes either the songs don't live up to the title, or the title just wasn't right for the project itself. So any aspiring artists out there listening or watching, be very mindful of the title that you use, because that's the first thing people like peep when they look at your album or they see it on the website or wherever the case may be. You don't want to have a song, you want to have an album called Best Rapper Alive, and then niggas listen to your shit and be like, my nigga, at no point did I ever feel like you was in the top 100, let alone best rapper alive. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I understand you have a certain confidence and bravado that you want to have, but be very conscious when you do shit like that, because you put yourself in a conversation that you didn't necessarily have to put yourself in. It's better when people put you in it on their own than you claiming that.
Yeah.
Biggie never said they were the best rappers alive. At no point in their career did they ever really say that. But yet and still, nobody is really going to question that if you put them in your top 5 or your top 3. A lot of people who claim they're the best rappers alive, and we're looking at them like, my nigga, no. Like, be careful. But anyway, coming back to you with Living Legend.
Yes.
So, explain the writing process and the creation for Living Legend.
Oh yes, I've been wanting to. Okay, so here's my creative process. Nine times out of 10, when I create a song, I come up with the title first, which is odd.
Like most people. No. It makes sense. It's like the thesis. Like
like the thesis of the song. What I do, sometimes I don't even create the beat. I actually create the lyrics, and then work around the lyrics in hook to create the beat. Once I create the beat, then I'll go back and make changes if need be. And then I'll go and record the song, because I have my own studio in the crib.
Yes.
You know, and once I lay the studio, you know, the foundation down as far as the vocals, I go in and mix the record, and then, you know, do my edits and tweaks, and then master it. It sounds like a lengthy ass process, don't it?
Nah, I mean... It is, because I know you. And anybody who doesn't know live, when it comes to engineering and production, if you listen to the last interview, I always called him the Dr. Dre of this industry. Reason being, if you watched it was on HBO or Showtime, Defiance.
HBO. It was HBO.
That was HBO.
HBO special Defiance, where they talked about Interscope records and things of that nature. It really shows you how meticulous and how serious Dr. Dre takes his engineering, takes his production, takes sound, takes music. Live is the same fucking way. There is no time frame for this nigga. Like, if you wanted to drop in the summer, nigga, you better start talking to this nigga in the winter. Like, this nigga will make sure your shit comes out perfect, but it's gonna be on his time. So, it's a good and bad thing I've noticed with you.
Like, you know what's funny? Like, I finished this project 2 weeks prior to its release. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I mean, everybody hates that about me, that I take too long to get things done. But when it gets done, you're going to be like, oh, shit. Like, he put his foot in that shit. Like, I don't want to just put out product where it's half-assed.
Right.
And I noticed that about a lot of artists in this game. Especially the ones that claim they this shit, and then when I hear their music, I'll be like, bro, you could spend more time in the studio with this.
Listen, man, talk about it.
And for real, like, seriously, like, I feel like if I'm gonna put out something, especially being at my age and where I'm at, especially this strong title I've decided to put out, I need to come with that shit. You know, I need people to actually listen, and not only listen and be like, oh, wait. Yo, that shit sound clean. Did you? You know, the first thing my bro Nico Tesla said, yo, that mastering was on point. And I never mastered none of my projects. Never.
That's crazy.
So this is my first time actually mastering a project by myself. And for him to say that, that meant a lot, because I was so nervous. I'm not going to even kid you. I was dead ass nervous. But being that I hold myself to a certain standard, I knew it was going to be great. To me.
Right.
I knew it was going to be a very great, well-rounded sounding project.
That's what's up. Shout out to Nico Tesla, by the way. He has his project set to drop soon, Black Hill Ave, so y'all motherfuckers look out for that. We gotta get this shit out the way, because this shit is...
I know it's coming.
No, not exactly.
Not exactly.
Not what you think. We're gonna get this out the way because it's current right now, and I didn't really say anything too much on Facebook today, but it definitely rubbed me the wrong way, and we definitely have to address it, because we're from a certain era where shit like this isn't
unacceptable.
Isn't called for.
Yeah.
What am I talking about exactly? Well, in hip hop news, apparently this nigga Drake had to reach out and get a lifeline to make sure this nigga Pusha T wasn't putting the beats to this nigga and finish that fatality that he did last week. He went out to Jay Prince and made sure Jay Prince squashed the whole beef and everything.
Yeah.
Here's why that's bullshit. Aside from him being pussy and not being able to write his own shit and clap back at the nigga, nothing of the sort happened like that when he did it to Meek Mill, when he went at Joe Buttons, when he went at Kid Cudi. So now all of a sudden you're on the losing end and you can't handle it. So that's how we feel. That's how we move now in 2018. And then motherfuckers always look at certain age groups of people like y'all old heads, blah blah blah, because we move differently. Please believe Pusha T is not running to anybody for any type of fucking help or mediation or anything of that nature. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the protocol of how you do things these days.
I'm gonna just say this right now. Anybody that sides with Drake after this is a bitch ass nigga.
Oh, let's talk about it.
I'm sorry.
We don't talk crazy like that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like you said, I come from that era where if you go claim some shit in rap, right? And you go and everybody always gonna feel like they the best. I get that. But if you go claim you're the best, right? And if somebody's throwing shots at your armor, why are you gonna call for help? Why are you gonna call for? Mind you, Jay Prince is a real gangster, by the way. For those who don't know,
facts.
And so, to me, it feels like you getting picked. Now that you're being bullied, you can't handle it. That's what it seems like to me.
It's not even being bullied. Bullied would be like, I made a whole mixtape dissing this nigga. Now what? It's like, my nigga, 16 songs? I ain't even clapped back yet. That's bullying. Pusha T had a few lines. The entire record, if you listen to Infrared, was not entirely about him. A few lines definitely stood out that made it so like, okay, it's on now. We gonna battle. I took shots at you, nigga. What's up?
But also you gotta understand that Drake pushed the issue as far as bringing up his wife first.
Exactly.
You know,
thank you
so
for bringing
if
that
any
up.
nigga throws up anything as far as my personal life is concerned, all gloves is off.
Exactly.
Like,
and that's
take this ass whooping.
facts. And that's why I can't agree with what Jay Prince was talking about. He was like, we can't get into pig pen with pigs and things like that. And it's like, but you're standing up for the nigga who started that type of shit. Pusha T didn't say nothing below the belt and nothing that wasn't fucking true either.
Yeah.
You have a nigga that ghostwrites your shit. The nigga that runs your labels on some fuck shit when it comes to business. That's nothing personal.
Yeah.
That's all facts if you look at the history of Young Money and Cash Money.
Yeah.
Now, when you start naming this nigga's fiance, see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of young niggas do not do the proper research in history. If you had done just a smidget of history, you would have went back to, what was it, like 2001-ish?
Yeah.
When this nigga Jay decided to do something called Super Ugly.
Yeah.
And that shit didn't work out to his advantage in no shape, form. So now niggas do the same thing, and it doesn't matter if you wasn't as grotesque or nasty as Jay was. You don't mention a nigga's female, you don't mention a nigga's kids, period. We could even use Eminem's beef, for example. When Ja Rule said something about Haley, Eminem's daughter, nigga, that's when the shit got critical.
Yeah.
First of all, he's a white boy in a black-dominated arena. You have to really watch out for that nigga. Like, that nigga is probably more 730 than a lot of the niggas he might have been around. You want to say
Detroit.
that? Go ahead. But
He's from Detroit.
facts, nigga, the D don't play. They don't have clean water. Them niggas is animals out there. Like, it's a wrap. Fuck out of here. You can't talk shit to a nigga that drinks lead on a regular basis, nigga. That nigga don't see shit you ain't never believe.
Asbestos ain't never killed.
Facts, nigga. If asbestos ain't kill this nigga, your Glock 40 ain't doing shit no more. That nigga's bulletproof now. Like, you gonna shoot that nigga with lead? He's already filled with lead. Like, come on. That nigga Superman goes there, he can't see shit in Detroit. Like, that is a wrap. I'm sorry. Y'all make it too easy out there. Anyway, we're gonna bring that back. But I had to bring that up because, you know, this is hip hop and it is current, and that's just something that really rubbed me the wrong way. If we're gonna, you know, go back to the if we're gonna go back to the core of hip hop, where we're doing battling and we're going back and forth, we're really trying to prove who's the best, then there's protocol and there's rules and there's certain shit that you gotta do and abide by. If you're taking this L, then nigga, take that L, focus on your Scorpion project, and keep it at that. Or try your luck, do your own written, and come back at this nigga, or get the same 81 writers that you have for views together and clap back at this nigga. Like, I'm not making this up. It was literally 81 contributing writers that helped that fucking project.
He actually may need 81 writers for the push.
Yeah, nigga, Push is not playing around. Like,
come on.
Listen, and then I saw the interview with Big Boy. He was saying like that's just one layer. Like there's more shit that I know about that I ain't even get to yet. So I'm praying that this nigga Drake says some shit just so we can find out.
Word.
But anyway, speaking of hip hop though. I think that was a good segue because I have something new that I want to add to Dark Side Radio, and I think, Katie, what's up?
Coney said on the live, LMAO, Blackout, you wildin'.
Nigga, listen, man, you already know how I am. Shout out to Coney. If you haven't already listened to, downloaded, or streamed his new album, All Hail the King, definitely. What's up?
If not, they could go fuck themselves.
Okay, yeah. Katie said if not, then you guys can go fuck yourself. That's a little fucked up because not everybody in my demographic knows Coney like that. So give them niggas a chance. Now I told them. Now they can go fuck themselves if they don't fuck with the album. But no, it's definitely good. It's a good project. I gave a full write up on it on the website darksideradioNYC.com. You can check that out. I also had an interview with King Coney, and you got to see a lot of Coney behind the mic, not just the artist anymore. I think it was a dope interview. I learned a lot, and both write-ups are up there. I think it was great, so check that out. But like I was saying, being a student of hip-hop, and I wanted to implement something I think is very new, and something that definitely took a lot of research. Mainstream. Do you remember, depending on how you see it, Ludacris's junior album, Chicken and Beer?
Of course.
Do you remember track 11? Offhand, nobody can really remember track 11 like that. Like, that's just weird. It's only because I was researching it today. Track 11 off of Ludacris's Chicken and Beer happened to be one of my favorite tracks from that album, which was Hip Hop Quotables. If you remember that song, that's when this nigga was just going bar after bar after bar. It was nothing but punchlines, similes, metaphors, and great lyricism, and he was really having fun with it, and it was great. So, in light of that, Dark Side Radio will now be doing Dark Side Radio's Hip Hop Quotables, where if I've researched your album, I'm going to tell you my favorite punchlines from your project, and I'm also going to tell you the time frame of where you can find that punchline on the song. So let's get into it. Listen, man, I told you I'm different out here. So from beginning to end, you have track 1, which is called All Me. At 58 seconds, I'm so official, let her load the pistol while she blow the whistle. Too short, my nigga. Really? We just gonna blow the whistle on bitches?
Oh man,
that was one.
There's more?
That was a bar. And I don't want to give away too much because there's other punchlines and things like that. But I'd rather let you guys listen. I'd rather have this be the appetizer, and you guys can go download and stream the main course when it comes out. But just to whet your taste buds, track 2, Giving Up, which was one of my favorite records.
Thank you.
1 minute 28 seconds. My wounds are very visible. They swear they never saw you. That went over my head like at least twice, but when I was researching, I was like, wait, did this nigga say saw as in saw? I was like, okay, I fucks with you for that. That was dope. Track 3, KIM, Keep It Moving. 58 seconds. This Iron Man Pat Cannon's word to Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That was a straight punch.
Yeah, nigga, you definitely saw Infinity War that weekend, nigga.
Oh, of course. I mean, more MCU all day.
Let's go. At 1 minute and 9 seconds. They won't believe them till I ghost them like James St. Patrick. Nigga. Shout out to Mainstream, shout out to Ghost in the Building.
You know I fuck with that.
I know you did. Alright.
He had to turn off the music and everything.
That's a fact.
Coney says whole team moving like welcome to Death Row.
Yeah, that was a bar. I left that one alone, but that was, yeah. If you didn't hear Katie, she said one of Coney's favorite lines was the whole team moving like Death Row.
No, I said the whole team moving like Welcome to Death Row.
Right, yo, listen. Once again, you young niggas, do your research.
Yeah.
These bars is hitting. Same track, like yo, KIM, you was really going in, my nigga, like dead ass. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. It's all games till a nigga get jumped like checkers. Really, nigga? That's how you feel? That's what's hot in the streets?
I mean, hey, people can take it how they want it.
Yo, listen, this is the petty live that I've been waiting for. This is what I'm talking about.
Hey.
I hate you. That's one of my favorite instrumentals. Anyway, 3 minutes, 9 seconds, same track. I'm built strong, take punches like Rocky's chin. If y'all ain't ever watch any of the Rockies, this nigga gets his ass whooped every single fucking movie. That was a bar. Moving on. Track 4, Legendary. Minute 58 seconds.
Oh,
been in the game since Mecca and Guest closed. Now that's not a bar, but my old ass remembers Mecca and Guest. Like nigga, that shit took me to a different place just now. I was like, damn, where's my Mecca and shit at? got me spring cleaning and looking at closets and shit out here. Like fuck.
That just lets you know what era I come from.
That's a fact.
That's all that was.
That's a fact. So, 2 minutes, 5 seconds, same track, Legendary. Jewels on me shining look like fresh scallops. Nigga, if that didn't make you want to go to Red Lobsters, I don't know what would. Like, I'm definitely in the mood for some fucking
and mind
seafood.
you, that wasn't a reach, because you know how most people be, throwing out lines and be like, don't live in any lines.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Look at the chain on.
Listen, talk about it. Track 5, Look Good. At 1 minute exactly, I'm in the zone like ESPN. The reason why that's a bar is because a lot of niggas don't even remember ESPN Zone in the city. That used to be the shit. I don't know why they closed that shit down. I feel like all they want niggas to do in the city is just shop and eat. Like, that was a real ass arcade before Dave & Buster's where you would really turn the fuck up.
Shit.
Rest in peace. Moving on. 1 minute 20 seconds. Niggas fake like ass shots. Nicki Minaj. Ooh. Really? Yo, this is the pettiest I've ever seen live on album, on wax, and this is such a beautiful thing. Like, to see him go from live and direct to living legend now, I'm all for the shits. Moving on. Same song, Look Good. 2 minutes, 53 seconds. I need 200 every time I pass go. So you was just...
Yeah.
You was just on some board game shit that weekend. This nigga went checkers. This nigga had some fucking chess bars in there.
I had a great childhood. What can I tell you?
Was you that angry nigga that played Monopoly that you can't play with this nigga because he flipped the table and shit?
Not really.
Was you?
Nah.
Okay, you're drive-by live. I know your past. Was you robbing niggas in Monopoly?
Nah.
Was you like, nigga, get the fuck up that boardwalk, my nigga?
Nah, that was
my
a drive-by live. That was, hustle live. Like, I was
Okay.
outsmarting people on the board.
Okay.
Like, oh, you can do this, knowing in my plan, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay, alright, I'll give you that. Cool. I'm still not gonna play with you, but cool. Track 6, New Era.
Oh.
Another one of my favorite joints. 38 seconds in, my credit really good, but I charged it to the game. I fucks with that. That resonates. I connect with that.
That's a witty line. Like that.
That
one was meant to go over some people's heads, but
I feel like.
Did y'all get that line into that?
I was the first one that said
I feel like if you're in I feel like it really connects more so with people who are in the industry and know what it's like to have shit charged to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it sounds colorful for anybody that's just a casual fan and not in the industry. But for anybody that's put blood, sweat, and tears in this shit, we all feel that. I felt that shit when that shit came on.
Thank you.
59 seconds in. But when people moving funny, I'm Edward Scissorhands. Once again, I'm telling you, we from a different era. If you're not an 80s baby, 90s kid, you're not gonna catch a lot of this shit. Edward Scissorhands was definitely one of those movies. I think for me personally, I think it was like Johnny Depp's like breakout role that made him like really out there. Definitely. I feel bad for the nigga. He can never finger pop a chick though. Like it's a wrap. Like nigga, you definitely giving a bitch a hysterectomy, nigga. It's slow for that. You can't give a bitch a massage. You can't even like flip that hair behind her ear. None of that, nigga. You buck 50, Holyfield and her whole shit. Yeah, it's a wrap. Anywho,
Wow.
track 7, Pawn to a King, 31 seconds. They tried to box your boy in like Fight Night. Listen,
That shit was a kid.
if you don't remember Fight Night, I don't know what happened to your childhood, my nigga. Like that was the game. Moving on. 2 minutes. Moving like Ace Rothstein up in Casino. Once again, these 90s bars, if you are not up on fashion, if you're not up on film, a lot of these bars is gonna go over your head. I don't know about you, but Casino was that fucking movie.
I still watch it to this day. It's on Netflix right now. I still watch it to this day. That's one of my favorite movies, my top 3 movies of all time.
That's what's up.
I love crime movies, though.
Yeah, we get it. Can y'all pass me that fucking tablet? Because the shit wanna just cut off on his own.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so while I'm getting the
Don't worry,
tablet,
we got this
what's
one
the
too.
what's the other? Okay, yeah, what's the other 2 movies in your top 3?
Goodfellas. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
And
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
You know what movie I can watch?
Okay, I hear Juice up there.
What?
Nah. It's close. It's in my top 5. Juice is definitely in my top 5. But top
Okay.
3, I definitely say Casino, Goodfellas, and I would say Terminator 2.
I respect that. I'm not okay. All right, I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
Me, I don't know. I would put Terminator 2 in my top 5 definitely because I feel like graphics wise it changed the game. Like
Yes.
the way you looked at shit was so different. Like CGI wise, I mean you can give credit to where it's due, like Star Wars and things of that nature for breaking ground in movies like Tron, but not in our generation have I ever seen no bullshit like that. Like the way this nigga was just coming out of flames, all liquid metal and shit. I was like, nigga, shoot this nigga. Like there's no hand to hand. Like yo,
I was just amazed by that movie. It was just next level shit. Like
facts.
nobody wasn't doing that in the 90s.
This is true. And it's like I like Terminator 1 for the storyline, but Terminator 2 had both the storyline and the graphics
and the visual effects.
Yes.
Like, it was beyond its time.
Definitely. Alright, so moving on, we got a few more.
Oh shit. Yeah, you really listen to the album.
Listen, man, I does this. I'm
Why are
telling
you
you.
surprised?
Right? Speaking of movies, once again, 2 minutes 9 seconds. I'm the blue pill for those living in the Matrix. Listen,
That's in my top 10 though.
Top
I can't
10?
give the top 3, but it's in
all
top
3 of them, or
10. The first one.
okay, yeah, I don't know.
The other 2 was like,
yeah, like it has its moments, like the highway scene in the second one.
the highway scene
nigga.
goes down legendary, but
Facts.
no pun intended.
Nigga, pun intended, nigga. We being petty today. Fuck all that bullshit. The next track, let's go. Track 8, The Return. Another one of my favorite records.
Oh wow.
1 minute 7 seconds. I'm the truth like beans. The reason is not you,
Okay, yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
All right, we're not in the 90s anymore. We in the 2000s.
I'm a huge Beanie Siegel fan for those who don't know.
Most
Like, I always hold him in high regard.
most people who from that life are.
Listen.
Listen, man. I'm sorry, but nigga, like you're one of the few that actually can say that you live the shit that you spit.
To these new cats, Beanie Siegel is one of them people that's a hard pill to swallow because
Facts.
whenever he rhymes to me, he screams authentic.
Oh yeah,
Off
facts.
the back, like
everybody has a Beanie Siegel story at some point when you was in the 2000s. I remember Kanye had an interview. This nigga was like, "Yo, I be in the studio, you can just start wilding fucking niggas up." It was like it's so much blood everywhere all the fucking time. I'm like,
yeah.
God damn, Beans, like it ain't gotta be like that.
But besides him, whether you might have heard of Beans, I always felt like his stories was like,
yeah,
damn,
facts.
like because Bean coming from a hustling background, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stories that you hear on Beanie Siegel albums, I'm like, shit, yo, I kind of been in that type of situation before. Like,
Can y'all prop that motherfucker up? Thank you. Just like so I can see the shit, so it's facing me. Shout out to the new intern Jay-Z, and that's no exaggeration. That's his real fucking name. So Jay, we're gonna have to have like a J off or something. We're gonna have to go bar for bar. Don't worry, we're gonna ghostwrite for you. We got you. Unless you spit your own shit. Do you? No? Okay, we got you.
No, let him try.
I got it.
Against Jay? Maybe Drake, but not Jay.
oh,
Listen, it is what. Listen, yo, Listen,
Jesus.
y'all know I'm petty, but I feel like that's evenly matched.
So much shots.
I feel like that's evenly matched. You have a nigga who doesn't rap, who will have ghostwriters, and a nigga who acts like he really lives this rap shit and has his ghostwriters. So it's a ghostwriter for ghostwriter. It's a Royal Rumble. So it is what it is. I couldn't say anybody else. I have to say somebody who's notably known for having ghostwriters in his team. Listen, it is what it is. Listen, and Drake, if you seeing this nigga, like, listen, if you see this or you're hearing this, prove me wrong, nigga. I want to see something on Wikipedia where I see like, oh shit, he wrote everything. I don't want to see you, Quentin Miller, oh my nigga JJ from the block, blah blah blah, all these other people and contributed writing. Like, I don't know about that. Anywho, fuck all that petty shit.
What?
Bruh.
Petty shit?
Well, I'm getting back to the hip hop quotables. You know I'm always here for the petty shit, but right now I'm trying to make sure that niggas digest and understand that Live got bars out this motherfucker.
Thank you.
So, continuing on. Where was I? Let's see.
After the Beanie Siegel.
Yeah. 1 minute 55 seconds. Why niggas want to cross paths when they vertigo? Anybody who doesn't know what vertigo is, you missed it. But Google what vertigo means. That was a bar. 2 minutes 9 seconds. You diss me and watch sparks fly, no jubilee. I love the comic book bars.
One more time. Say that one more time.
One more time. Okay. 2 minutes 9 seconds, and this is still off the 8th track called Return. You diss me and watch sparks fly, no jubilee. If you didn't watch the original X-Men cartoon that came on every Saturday morning, I think it was what, 11 a.m.?
11 a.m.
Nigga, that's when Jubilee was really that bitch. Nigga, yo, I'm really a 90s kid, like, yo, I told y'all. Nigga, yo, you goddamn right, nigga. Up in that bitch. Wolverine. I don't give a fuck. Dirty 30 this bitch. I don't care. I will show my age proud. But no, I like that bar because obviously I'm a big kid. I'm a kid at heart. I love the creativity, but I also love the realism and the honesty. Like you said it. It's not a bar that I have here, but in your project, you definitely address the fact that I'm a nerd. I like comic books and stuff, but I also hang with trap niggas and shooters. I can dabble on both sides of the fence. And maybe not these days anymore because you got, the Childish Gambinos and people like that are really pushing, like nerd culture and anime and, things like that. But there was a point in time where a lot of people were maybe ashamed and kind of bullied for being the artsy type of person who really appreciated cartoons still and things of that nature. So it's good to see that we're in an era now where people are respected and appreciated, or just left alone for just liking different shit. Like it doesn't have to be gangster shit 24/7. This nigga just said one of his favorite movies is Casino, but this nigga still watching cartoons. So you don't have to be 100% in one direction. So I definitely like the message that you're giving subliminally when you do shit like that.
I was the type of kid that I'll walk in the comic store, but you say something funny, I'll punch you in your mouth.
Facts. Let's talk about it. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's just who I am. Like, I love comic books. Like,
facts.
I used to have a shitload of Uncanny X-Men comic books, going back from the Days of Future Past to probably current to when the Age of Apocalypse, when he took over when Charles Xavier died.
Yeah.
And it turned into some alternate dimension shit.
Okay, nah, nigga, you got it.
Yeah. I'm really deep into the comic book world back in the days. So.
Different ages of X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way left and all the way right.
To,
like, damn. Okay.
That's how deep rooted. I just gave away my age just by
it's
saying
okay,
that.
Fuck that. We gonna run with that.
But fuck it.
He's actually like 100.
I thought I was smooth under with Gambit. I was like,
nah, nigga. We about to dive in right now.
Yeah.
AOA, the Age of Apocalypse series, which is one of my favorite series from X-Men. Do you remember my nigga X-Men?
Yes.
Yo, not to be confused with X-Men, MEN. My nigga X-Man. Brother of Cable, son of Cyclops and Jean. This nigga was so powerful, his body couldn't even possess his own power. This nigga was dying just for being alive. Like, that nigga was real as shit. One of my favorite characters that goes overlooked. Now, more present, more current times. Did you see Deadpool 2 and what did you think?
Oh wow! Yeah, yes, I definitely saw Deadpool 2.
Screw you.
Okay,
He was
a
supposed
lot
to
of
take
people
it?
might take like, I'll be honest, Deadpool 1 was better to me.
Why you say that?
Because Deadpool 1 was like more action oriented, more funnier. Like the second one was good because of the storyline. I like the way the storyline was put together. But as far as the jokes, I feel like he was like taking too many shots at Wolverine, and for me, that's a no-no.
Listen,
That's a no-no.
my top 3 characters of all time have to be Wolverine, Deadpool, and Black Panther, aside from X-Men. So I mean, I felt it when he was taking shots at Wolverine, but you can't lie and say a lot of them shit wasn't warranted.
What happened?
It wasn't you can't say it wasn't warranted.
It wasn't. You're right. I agree. Because Deadpool always wanted to be an X-Men on the low, but
Facts. And they did used to have a lot of beef back in the days too.
But it was like, come on, man. Like that's Wolverine. That's my guy. Like you can't Wolverine.
I hear what you're saying.
He's my top character ever.
I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the first one. I liked the second one because it really wasn't that far from the actual comic books.
Yeah,
and
I agree with you on that.
I'm sorry, spoilers. If you didn't see this, leave. Don't watch or don't listen right now. I liked at the end when that explosion happened and he got the dust and the debris on him.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't catch that, the debris and everything, it made his suit black, and that ties into the comic books when he was Black Suit Deadpool.
Yeah.
So the little nuances and attention to detail like that, I definitely appreciate it. And I like the fact that they introduced X-Force. Like, we're now starting to get to that phase where it's new comic book characters that you really maybe not have heard of.
Yeah.
Like, for the longest time, even before all of these MCU movies, the Spider-Mans, the Iron Man, you already knew Iron Man, you knew Spider-Man, you knew Captain America. We're getting to that age now where it's like, yo, who the fuck is Domino?
Exactly.
What the fuck is a Cable?
Real talk. That chick that played Domino.
Yo, shout out to my girl from ATL. Like she put
stole
on
the show.
Dead ass. I liked it. And shout out to Terry Crews for having like 2 minutes in that motherfucker before they killed his ass.
I was like, you played as Batman? I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't know.
I was like, ow, why?
They did the thing. My nigga Shatterstar came in for 2 seconds. Reference Mojo World. I was like, yo, they did their research.
There's a lot of good comic book references. Even when Juggernaut came across the screen, and then he mentioned a comic book issue of the Uncanny X-Men, I was like, yo, let me look that up just to make sure it's accurate. And it actually was.
Yep,
it was super accurate.
Okay. Now I gotta ask you, of course, since we're on the conversation, what did you think of Infinity War?
I loved every minute of it. Loved it.
Every minute of it?
I mean,
listen, nigga, I was torn, nigga. I was like,
I was torn at the end with Spider-Man.
Black nigga for?
I was torn at the end, just like everybody else.
Feel me?
Look.
Dead ass, like, I'm
come to the
bro,
point.
we're doing this. I'm sorry, we're doing this.
These songs make you start, I don't feel so good and just start depleting, bitch.
Listen. I will always go on record. I will always go on.
Wait. She said she didn't watch the movie.
Neither did I.
You had time. I'm sorry, nigga. Like, it's time. It's game time now, nigga.
There's no such thing.
Nah. You had time. That shit came out. What? When did that come out? April.
Yeah.
April 17th.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Shit.
How I know this is because Tony Stark
there.
made a tweet to the people who like actually made the movie and was like, yes, he made Robert Downey Jr. tweeted the people who made the movie, was like, yo, is it possible that the fans can get this a little earlier? And they said, how does April sound, Tony? He was like, that sounds perfect. That's how I know it came out in April.
Yeah.
Look that up. I'm not bullshit.
Yeah,
This nigga Tony be on his shit. So, spoilers. Anywho, I will always go on record and say I was never a fan of Spider-Man, and I actually kind of not hate him, but I just don't like him because I feel like he's a very limited character. However, this nigga Tom Holland has undoubtedly gained my respect as being the best portrayal of Spider-Man.
I agree.
That one scene where that nigga got vaporized, I was like, I felt that. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, he definitely played that well.
That was like, oh man, why did they?
He mastered the balance of not just being Spider-Man, but being Peter Parker, and that's what I feel. Which one was it? I feel like
Tobey Maguire.
Maguire wasn't a good
Yeah,
Peter Parker. I feel like Andrew Garfield was a good Peter Parker.
So for the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
His Spider-Man portrayal, debatable, but he definitely nailed the Peter Parker, the wisecracking, sarcastic, having a little bit of confidence while still being nerdy. He mastered that.
Yeah.
Toby was just a little bitch, especially in the third one. In the third one, when Mary Jane tried to get this nigga, he tried to fake those tears. I did not feel that at all. I was just like, yo, I'm waiting for somebody in the back to go cut. Like, none of that was real. Anywho.
So wait, I got a question.
What's up?
See,
we got a question in the room. What's going on?
Right, that was who the hell was what's his name? Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
When he dropped the damn
That was
Captain
Captain
He was
Marvel.
calling Captain Marvel, right?
That was Captain Marvel.
I just thought
And you know what's funny? I was in the theaters watching it, and a lot of people didn't get it. I was probably one of the few that got it.
I'm like, wait, I was looking through it like, yes!
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Like, this bitch about to put on.
When I seen it, I lost it. I lost it.
You lost it.
When I seen it. I was like, it's a they bringing out Captain Marvel.
Like, at first I didn't.
That's gonna be the end of all of it. That's gonna be the end. Once Captain Marvel comes, that's gonna be the end.
Yeah.
He's one of the most powerful beings in.
And yeah.
Yes.
Like,
But here's why that scene infuriated and angered me so much. So, this nigga Nick Fury is driving with Kobe Smulders, who plays Maria, the agent. Maria Hill, thank you. And they're seeing everybody get vaporized, everybody's being erased and shit. Now, I don't know how long niggas heard or saw that some shit was going down, because this nigga Thanos didn't just arrive and start fucking shit up.
Right.
The Black Order, his team, the niggas that ride for him, they was fucking shit up before he even got there. Nigga, if I have a bitch that strong in my pocket I can hit up and text, why the fuck did I wait to the end of the goddamn movie to do that? Why do I wait till the half of the whole fucking earth is vaporized before I have to start sending texts out? What, you have bad service, my nigga? You got cricket? What the fuck is going on?
almost because the Avengers almost never lose.
Nah, I don't want to hear that. No.
It was like,
nah, fam. I want a guaranteed win every fucking time. I want Thor, Captain Marvel, on call, front line, along with Hulk, every fucking time we got beat. I don't care what it's for.
yeah, I was about to say Hulk getting his ass whipped kind of.
He didn't even want to change. He didn't even want to change to the Hulk. He was like, no.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't even know what to do at that point. I was watching this shit like, yo, my nigga, like,
when you see Hulk get his ass whipped, that's when you know you're not fucking.
That's a fact. Like, that's why I respect Thor, because this nigga Thor saw Hulk get his ass whooped and was still like, yo, I want smoke, nigga. Fuck that. You gonna catch all of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Burned himself in the process, all kinds of shit, man.
That's a fact. Like, that nigga went through it.
Yeah, he definitely went through it. Lost an eye, didn't he lose an eye?
Yeah, he lost an eye. He lost everything.
Yeah.
He lost everything. He lost his girlfriend in the first one, Natalie Portman. He lost his
brother.
He lost his brother in Infinity
Although I didn't
War.
like Loki.
He lost a hammer.
I don't fuck with Loki either, but he lost him. He lost his dad.
He lost his whole entire kingdom.
He lost his
But Thanos came aboard, like, all them niggas got massacred.
He lost his sister because she got killed in Ragnarok.
So wait.
He lost his hammer.
That was okay.
I just want to throw something in there. So basically, we're saying Thor is black because he about to come out with the hardest mixtape ever. That nigga lost everybody.
Straight out of Asgard, crazy motherfucking named Thor. War. Boop, nigga, what's more? Let's go, nigga. I'm sorry. Yo, we nerding out right now. Very bad.
Flex gonna be on that. Bow wow! You wanna hear them baby rap? It's that new Thor!
Facts.
Man, oh my god.
This is what Asgard sounds like.
Yo, Better Bill, where you at, my nigga? Yo.
You know how he do. Don't be mad at me. Tri-state area, be mad at yourself.
Nigga take 40 minutes to play the first verse.
Nah, there's nobody worse than DJ Clue, so I don't.
You think so?
DJ Clue.
I don't know, man. I listened to it before.
Yo, that nigga shot out for the whole damn song.
True.
Yeah.
But Funk Flex don't even play the song. He be rewinding the beginning for the whole song.
That is a fact.
The whole hook. You like this. All right, just play the song. You know what? Skip the gospel or some shit.
That's a fact. Yes,
Go
I agree.
105, because he wild. Yo, that's true.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. He's never gonna change it. Moving on.
You get back, you be talking about 20 years running in this. You're like,
Yeah.
Still
You're saying the same shit. We're waiting for you to finish the
Still
same
ain't
shit that
playing
you
song.
said
Word.
in the first year.
all right, let me snoop joint of the day. But hold on, because Bow Wow, you're like, oh, Lord. Go
Facts.
Back. Go back.
Oh man, I'm having fun nerding out. 90s trivia, movies, and comic books and things of that nature. If you're from this era, you're gonna as you can see, you're gonna enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a great time. And the funny thing is, we still didn't even finish the hip hop quotables.
Oh, dang,
we still
there's
got
more?
one more track. Voiceless was track 9, and I like that record because of the feel of it. Featuring Scorpio P. Shouts to Scorpio P. He's family of WDMR. Check his show out every Saturday, 10 to 12.
7 9.
7 to 9. I was way the fuck off. I'm sorry. I don't know what show that was. Anywho, shouts to him. Voiceless
And
was
Nicky O, the vocalist. I got to shout out.
facts. Voiceless was a good song. I like it for the concept. I like it for the actual song itself. It wasn't punchline based.
No.
It was just content and lyricism based. The content is what you need to open your ears for that record. So skipping on to the last track, which is Wait For It. 1 minute 15 seconds. Prince Hakeem, keep a semi over here. That's how you feel, my nigga?
That's that queen shit.
That is that queen shit.
Those who watch the movie, but
Facts. If you don't know about Coming to America, watch that fucking movie. Otherwise, you're gonna miss that entire fucking punchline. That shit was dope. I fucks with it.
I'm going like every Saturday.
Yeah, facts, right? I don't know, like that's the staple black movie that represents us, which isn't bad. I fucks with it. 2 minutes 52 seconds in, same track. Wait for it. Chain on me like Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's a colorful ass piece, my nigga. You got some skills.
I was trying to shit on that line just because I felt like mentioning his name. That's why I just
stay current. I like it. I fucks with it. 2 minutes 57 seconds. The last punchline for hip hop quotables. No ketchup when the team squeeze on them. So we just at the barbecue now. That's just how we feel. Every time a nigga opens up a ketchup packet, it's just niggas gonna think of that line from Live.
Pretty much.
I respect it.
I like to cook barbecue and cook MCs at the same time.
Cook MCs at the same time. I fucks with the blatant pettiness. All right, so there you have it, guys. This is Darkside Radio's first ever hip hop quotables. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Nah, that was amazing. I was not expecting this. Like, that was really truly amazing.
I try. I definitely. If you guys don't know me,
show, she just.
Sign language is just.
yeah.
That's the one language.
You guys don't know me. I myself am an artist, but even besides the fact, I've always been very much in love with the industry as a child, looking up to people in the journalism category of media. Matt Pitfield, Amanda Lewis, Kurt Loder, of course, the more notable people that you guys might remember, Carson Daly, Big Tigger, AJ and Free, the original 106 in Park hosts. Shouts to Terrence and Roxy, because they did do their thing. Yeah, but there's a special place that a lot of us have for AJ and Free. So I always looked at them, Angie Martinez, Cypher Sounds. I looked up to them, and I always said to myself, if I ever had to be in a position where I'm interviewing people, I always wanted to make sure that they have the best interview and one of the most unique and different interviews. So I always try to make sure that if I was being interviewed, how the fuck would I want to be portrayed? Would I want to make sure I would want somebody to do the necessary research, to go through the entire album or their catalog and make sure that they know what the fuck they're talking about, and not just asking them, so how did you get in the rap game? Stuff like that. I'm just saying, shots fired. Fuck y'all if y'all do that type of shit. And fuck y'all media motherfuckers that do these radio interviews and y'all be reading from shit. I can go off the top. I'm just saying. It's one thing to have reference. It's another thing to be reading this shit off. Nigga, I don't need an interview or a questionnaire, my nigga. I need a full conversation. I'm just saying.
That's why you're my son.
Think twice about the interviews if you're an artist that you go on. If you seeing the nigga pulling out the whole composition notebook, then nigga, that's a problem. If you seeing somebody looking at your bio, then that's a fucking problem. All of that shit should have been done beforehand. Unless the nigga just pops up and just says, "Yo, I'm here, interview me." You have prep time, and I like to think of myself as Batman or Iron Man when it comes to the prep time. So, anywho, moving on. Live.
Yes, sir.
We've had more personal conversations than
anyone
almost anyone in this industry. So I know exactly where your head is at.
Yeah.
Now, in private, you mentioned that you are and you think that this might be your last project.
I always said that. I always say that. But you know what? I for the world to know, I'll be feeling that way at one point, and then the next point I'll come up with another project. I said the same thing about that in One Man Band. I said the same thing about that in Live and Direct.
Nigga, I would have yoked you up and forced you to the microphone to keep spitting. After One Man Band, if you guys didn't listen to One Man Band,
Thank you, I appreciate that.
of course, nigga, I does this. I don't give a fuck if you taller than me. I will get on a step ladder. I get on my Kevin Hart shit, pat, thug, a step ladder for thugs, and yoke this nigga up and make him fucking spit in front of the microphone. Because if you listen to One Man Band, one thing I always say about that project is that to take a little line from Funk Flex is what New York City sounds like. These days, if you ask me who's an artist that represents New York, there's not a lot of people that's new that I can tell you, with the exception of maybe Dave East, that really represents New York in a way that the new kids can relate to it and fuck with it, while also the old heads can respect it and fuck with it as well. There's not a lot of people that can bridge that.
And that shit is hard to do.
And One Man Band, I feel like it did that. It has that gritty as, like Jay-Z type of feel.
Yeah.
And this project is really no different. I feel like a lot of the production definitely sounds like a blend between Jay and Dipset. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of beg to differ only because after re-listening to it, I did do some trap records on it. Just because I think with this project I was having more fun than anything.
Facts. I definitely got that.
Like I wasn't really just stuck in the same realm like I was before. I was like, I'm around more younger people than I usually be. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just have fun. You know, that's one side that I think nobody hasn't gotten from me yet. And with this project, there's some songs on there I decided to just say, fuck it, let's hang loose. Just be, have fun. It's okay to smile. It's okay to be silly too.
Right.
And
because you ain't shit, but you make it look good.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So that's one of my favorite records.
Yeah.
I can't wait to perform this that Friday too.
I can imagine. Oh God. So, shameless plug. June 8th, this Friday, we're gonna be at Shillelagh Tavern, correct?
Yep.
Shillelagh Tavern to celebrate the album release for Live Johnson, Living Legend, as well as Katie's birthday celebration.
Yep.
None other but than yourself, Blackout the Rebel right here, will be hosting the festivities, or should I say fuck ticketies. So, if you don't have your tickets already, they're $10, correct?
Yes.
And
sorry to cut you off. And with that $10 purchase, you will get an advanced copy this Wednesday of the whole project, plus 2 bonus records on the project that the digital release won't have. So if you don't get a ticket, you pretty much ask that.
Wait,
those
do I have those 2 records?
You have one of them.
What the fuck, nigga? I'm over here researching this shit, doing hip hop quotables. I don't even got the whole thing.
Nah, that was going to be thrown at last minute, cause
right. Nah, I remember.
That's for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. $10 is for the tickets. Hit up his social handles so you can get the information. You can get the links. Purchase the ticket. It's gonna be a wild ass fucking night. It's gonna be crazy. There's a lot of dope talent on that card. Aside from Live Johnson, you got Exile. You got the man that was commenting earlier, Coney Brooks, Ray Fame, Scorpio P, Jennifer.
Yes. We got.
I'm missing a few people. I'm sorry.
We also have Busy B. He's open.
This nigga. WVMR extended family.
Himself.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of dope acts on stage, all for one good cause and one good night.
That's a fact. At this time, it's 9:27. We're gonna get into some of the music.
Oh yeah.
What would you like to get into?
What you think I should get into?
Don't ask me that. Don't throw this shit on me.
What you think?
I gotta, because there's a difference between what I feel is my favorite and what I feel is more of a single. Let me look at your track record. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Hold on.
Yeah, for those who's watching, you know. Oh, by the way, Feel No Way, Bootleg Industry, and the one is not on the album. This is 10 brand new records.
Yeah. All right, I'm looking at the track list right now. I would say, honestly, I want to get into The Return. I think that's appropriate because a lot of you guys most of you guys should remember One Man Band. So this is his return. And for a lot of you guys, well, from some of you guys, this is new. This is, I think, a good representation of what type of artist you're about to listen to and receive. So.
Okay. You heard it first on Dark Side Radio. The return of a living legend. Let's get into it.
If Ray Fame was still here, I probably would have played that shit too. Legendary. You should have had my nigga Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother do something like Legend. Wait for it, Gary, and then it just does like a reverb, and it just goes into the beat. That would have been my shit. I'm like, oh, that's my show.
Look, I do this for my culture. They keep on saying that my era is irrelevant. I say they error very dumb with no intelligence. I can't cooperate, media get the topic straight. You're searching in the colors, the way. Let me operate. Don't confuse me with none of these rat coons.
Yo, but the caption in your face is priceless though.
Been on tour before y'all even thought it.
And the baby's like, nigga, I don't know. I'm not in it.
Drop jewels, I'm the truth like beads. The reason is not used. I rub shoulders from hit songs to rock view. There's enough on the table to eat. Stop through. Fuck being nice, I ain't humble black. I talk very clear, I don't mumble rap. When you're nice, see how fast they quickly to kill you. Get comfy and they all be getting familiar. This industry be moving very funny style. But let me fall back and let this money pound. All in my DMs, asking me about per diems. Hating on the low, but fronting you on the PM. You're looking for respect, but you hopeless, guy. I would murder you, but you probably too broke to die. But this time, no more jokes on live. I see rings, I'm soaring with a focus. Niggas wanna cross paths when they vertigo. That bitch made, I get more, take it personal. It's just there's more clicks than unity. My connections for self, I extend it frugally. I might plug a few, more than usually. You diss me and watch sparks fly, no jubilee. Come to your wake and sing your eulogy. Pour champagne on your casket. Do the same. I really don't be giving a fuck for fake fans. And I ain't here to talk to nobody and shake hands. Make me a drive-by live shit. Disrespect your grade, piss on it, how I get. I don't really care who you coming outside with. Think you get the same treatment. Please don't act like the same reason. Until you left us all
Why he came in and why we're in it. You sound like what's a 50
So that's just our album.
Oh yeah.
So pretty much
with the spirit of
sounds like our
in me.
performance opening up.
OG but feel younger in me. Looking like I'm felt in the youth. You wanna climb up but can't handle the mountain of truth. Bitches never tell lies
Sort
but
like a
I'm
bunch of
down
ball
to
songs.
proof.
Not because I send them on other
Know that my
people's
bars too witty, show scars too gritty, true cars too pretty. LEC be the game, both guard your city. Real talk, I ain't far from the amateur night. We ain't the ones trying to get on the cameras to fight. We the type to air real shit, and nobody knows it. I'm all for the peace, but real chill kind of poet. I'm still with the old school principles. But seeking and peeking, yeah, when I'm living gold. I used to get teased for wearing glasses and being into comic books.
It's like you gotta build
This is what paying homage looks. And yo, before I was about to put
know, but somebody asked me what that
I'm
was
feeling like Beyonce in the nightgown. But I'm in the
I wish I could tell you, but none of these
motivation for the team, what I'm usually about. You never can compare what I
I told Katie I want to get on that invite show too. I want to get back on the invite show. Like you gotta get around this type of crowd. I gotta keep bringing around this type of crowd. So where I got him from, they kind of, they was in a way, but at the same time, it wasn't about more so.
No, don't move, nigga. You got a mirror on your leg. I'm trying to fix myself. I just peeked it. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this Mr. Glass ass nigga doing, son? Yo, this nigga took recycling to a whole new level. I fuck with you.
Oh shit,
This
yeah. I
nigga,
didn't even see
this
that.
nigga really goes green. I fucks with it. This nigga was like, nah. That's not garbage, nigga. That's a fashion statement, nigga. I'm about to be different out here.
Oh shit, I thought this. Oh shit, I thought
Oh, nah. Nigga, we back. Nigga, that's a different song. Dark Side Radio, Black Out the Rubble, Live Johnson in the building. You just heard The Return,
Yeah.
which, like I said, I thought was a good. Oh, my nigga Jay, Hove, I'ma holler at you,
Out for the
man.
night.
Good meeting you.
Alright, nice meeting you.
Alright, man, take it easy. Get home safe.
Peace.
Alright. Shout out to Jay-Z. Yeah, I feel like The Return was a good record for newcomers, and it definitely for anybody who avidly listens to live, you get that, yeah, this is my nigga live. You get that feel.
Yeah.
And also, like I was saying earlier, I feel there was a lot of if not inspiration, a lot of parallel comparison to Jay-Z and the Rockefeller era.
Yes.
And if you listen to the end, there's a lot of scratching that has Jay-Z in the back. I do this for my culture. So it puts you in that era. It puts you in that that 90s.
Well, late 90s.
Yeah, that
early
late,
2000s,
yeah, definitely in that era where Rockefeller was really on top doing that thing.
Which is one of my favorite eras of hip hop.
Oh yeah, most
when
definitely.
they ran, oh my lord, and also I love Just Blaze as a producer. He's one of the producers I really draw a lot of inspiration from when doing beats. So I was like, I wanted to do one of those type of records where it has that Just Blaze X feel.
Yeah.
It's with my own
Oh no,
shit.
you nailed that shit.
Yeah.
I was listening to this shit. I was like, yo, this is straight rock era, like Rock Nation all the way.
Scorpio P said the same shit when I played it for him. He's like, yo, this that Rockefeller, throw them diamonds up in it. I was like, don't overhype me, because, you know, I get big-headed sometimes. But
That's what she said. Listen, man, I still got my zingers. Hold on. Don't forget, I'm a rapper. I still got those bars.
I need less rapper friends.
No, you need more rapper friends, mainstream. Fuck that bullshit. Talking about he needs less rapper friends. Anywho, okay, so I feel like this is the portion of the time where we do have to address certain fuckery,
shit.
certain things in the industry, because it's not so I can get the petty side of you. It's because nobody knows this industry better than you.
Yeah.
Shout outs to mainstream, shout outs to Shells. They are different when it comes to the industry because, you know, obviously no shots to them because that's mom and dad, it's all love. But they're not rappers. Although mainstream does do bars every now and then, and I'm waiting for that song. I think DJ Jen is gonna produce it, but that's another story. They're not rappers, so their take on things isn't the same.
Yeah.
You, however, you happen to be a engineer, producer, graphic designer, and a rapper.
Yeah.
So your take on the industry is very different because you're in different fields.
Yeah.
So because of that, I feel like it's even more educational when we do address a lot of the fuckery. So that way, if you are an artist and you're watching this, you know what to watch out for. If you're a manager and you're watching this, you know who to maneuver around for your artist or your group, or if you run a label, things of that nature. Or if you're just an avid fan, this is just some interesting things that you just don't know about because you're not in this industry. So, we gotta get into this petty shit. Now,
Oh shit.
I think the most recent thing that set you off, that I was like, oh shit, this nigga Kanan.
man.
This nigga ain't even Live Johnson no more. This nigga is Kanan in the chat group. A situation happened where niggas, and he does mention this, reference this on the album, where niggas want all the support in the world, but when it comes to him, niggas want freebies now. Niggas want discounts. Niggas want handouts. And there was a situation, I won't say names, even though y'all know I'm petty like that. I could, and I should, but nah, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it where it is. I'm not gonna be 120% petty. I'm gonna give y'all a little 85. There was a situation where, in light of his new his album release party coming up this Friday, somebody wanted VIP access.
Oh Lord.
I didn't even know there was VIP access, and I'm the goddamn host.
Oh my God.
Now,
Really?
the thing that kind of before you even get into it, live, the thing that I find funny was the person wanted VIP access because, like, they wanted VIP access for free, and it was like, well, I've been to more prestigious and more upscale and more well-known industry name events where VIPs come in free, which to an extent is kind of true, depending on what event and what theme and everything like that you're talking about. But if you're talking about in the club scene, in the party scene, for instance, usually the people who do VIP, they pay more than the people who are regular. So that kind of just threw me the fuck off.
Hello.
But Live, I'm gonna let you take it away because this was your situation.
Alright, so what Blackout is actually mentioning is there's a situation where said artist, I'm not gonna mention his name either, mind you, he came up under me. If you want to talk about it, before I was known in this scene, I was actually doing my own showcases called Bless the Stage. And he basically, what he's running with now is pretty much my blueprint.
Facts. I mean,
Like facts. And it's not just to throw shots and chinks at his armor, it's because I told him this is what you should do. And you could do it. As a means of, yo, I'm empowering my brother. He was the last person I expected to be like, yo, I want VIP access. First and foremost, nobody in this indie scene is Hollywood. Nobody even got money like that to even want VIP access, for one. And let's keep it almost a buck. Everybody in this scene is just broke as the next person.
listen, man.
And this is not just me being petty. This is just
I'm one of them.
being
I don't
straight.
got no fucking shame.
This is me being straight, as honest, real as possible. Now, anytime somebody has an event, project, anything they doing, I'll be the first one to actually buy their music. I just bought Tony Brooks' project off the rip without even asking. I didn't even know he had a contest. I just bought it because I know it's gonna be good music.
Facts.
Jennifer had a cancer show that I didn't know of. You know, she's like, yo, I'm doing this tour. You know, when you want to come and support, bought tickets for that. But when I come and drop something, oh, yeah, we need VIP access. Or, you know, it's always some
We need that flyer for the low.
We need that flyer for the low. Can you hook up a discount on beats? And it's like, people want to paint these scenarios like they doing me a favor when they saying they support my business, but that has nothing to do with my artistry. True. That has nothing to do with my artistry. One thing, if you support me in my business, if I was to do an event for I Am Live Graphics, everyone would be in there for free. Because everybody supported me in this whole entire scene as far as my graphics services go.
Right.
But when it comes to my artistry, that's where it seems where the lines get blurred and people feel like I should just be a graphic designer and just stick to that. Knowing I would outsmoke half of you artists in the scene.
Facts.
Verse for verse.
Exhibit
If
A.
you really want to break it down, I would smoke half of y'all verse for verse.
Exhibit A, last year's Darkside Radio Cypher, in front of Queensbridge houses.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Mickey Fax. Shout outs to Coney Brooks. Shout outs to Teddy Grams. Shout outs to Nico Tesla.
That was rhyming with great.
All lyrical, like, titans. Niggas who are about the shits.
My resume speaks for itself at this point. I'm done trying to prove to people to a scene that want to turn the blind eye whenever I drop something. So now, instead of me just, being upset and being like, oh, nobody's gonna support me, I just gonna be bigger than y'all. That's where my goal is. My goal is to be bigger than the indie scene and do bigger things than the indie scene, and don't limit myself to the indie scene.
Facts, as you should.
We just set up an interview in Philly.
Facts.
July.
Katie told me about that.
We trying to get shows booked out in CT. We trying to go to LA. For me, the realest shit that someone said to me, and shout out to Dax, he said, you don't need the indie scene support. You need real fans.
That's a fact.
And once he said that, I was like, yes, that's what I'm going to go with it from now on. I'm not going to even look for support from the indie scene because, they got their favorites, they got their cliques, they got whoever they feel like is hot at the moment. We're going to rock with them and that's it.
Right.
When it should be a unity thing, it's just not. So,
as hard as some people do try to make it that, at the end of the day, I don't know why this shit doesn't work and come together the way it should, but if you're not in the New York scene, or if you are in the New York scene and you're anticipating trying to be a part of this, understand that this shit is not gonna be some kumbaya shit that you hope it might be.
And that was my fault.
It really doesn't.
And that was my fault for thinking that way. I was thinking we could all come together and hold hands, and in reality, that's just not what it is. I was sadly mistaken.
That's why the South is winning.
Yep.
The South has been winning. Because you know what? They have that Southern hospitality off rip. It's not an industry thing. That's their mantra. Like that's how they live. So it's not that hard for them to do a record together, or them to collaborate. Be like, yo, listen, my manager knows this person. Let's do a little 3-city tour. Boom, boom. When we do that shit, nah, man, that should be one nigga be trying to skim off the top, the other nigga be trying to get more time. Nah, son, this shit just.
But you want to hear something funny too?
What's that?
Going back to what you brought up, I spoke to said person in person. Mind you, I didn't even bring up nothing. This said person said, I'm gonna come to your event and buy tickets off of you and PayPal it to you. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't need to go into no conversation. I was like, you know what? If you could bring out 4 people, you get in for free. So instead of me doing much, I could have easily just been like, yo, but what you were saying on air the other day, easily. And I have no problem saying it. But then you know what? I realized that I'm older than most people in this scene. Most of the people in this scene is young kids. And I mean that in the dearest term. A whole bunch of young kids that haven't grown up yet. Half of y'all don't even have real responsibilities. I pay rent.
Facts.
I'm about to get a new car, by the way. Not just I don't have to throw that out there just to make myself look better than the next person, because I'm just regular, if you ask me. But I handle my responsibilities like a grown-ass man, just like the next person. But a lot of these people in the scene is just kids that are lost, that want to be in this scene because it looks glamorous. Like, this is something to do. Not knowing that it's hard work. Not knowing that you have to actually put up your money, your bread. No one is going to help you do it.
Yeah. Especially if you're starting out. Niggas, the last thing a nigga wants to hear is like, oh, I'll promote you, or this is good exposure. Nigga, if you don't got the following, that's not the... First of all, if you came to us, that's already that's already invalid. Because you came to us, you already lost the you lost the strength in that conversation.
Yep.
So just stop, nigga. Just pay. Like I always say, if niggas don't got a problem paying Jordans, I don't understand why niggas got a problem paying for services.
And
these services is gonna do more than your Jordans are. I don't know any pair of Jordans, and trust me, I liked Jordans when I was a kid. I couldn't get all of them, but I got the ones that I liked. I got my 11s, I got my 9s, I got my 10s, I had my 6s. I never seen a pair of Jordans that helped a nigga's studio time. I never seen a pair of Jordans that helped a nigga's that booked a nigga's show.
Facts.
I've seen niggas. get robbed for those Jordans, and that nigga sold those Jordans, and maybe he spent the money on studio time. But that's a whole different story. If you have to put yourself in the mind frame that you're in the business of yourself before anybody else is gonna put money into you, you have to put money into you. How the fuck do I look like being your manager, put money into your pockets, talking about like, all right, studio time is $120. I'm putting up all 120. My nigga, are those phones? Fuck out of here, nigga. Pay your goddamn studio time. The fuck is you talking about?
And this is not to actually put you artists down. It's just to make you realize. For Blackout. For Blackout it is. For me, it's like this. I was raised different, obviously. You know, when I'm coming up, you know, I did things I wasn't proud of, but that's another story.
Facts.
I learned ways of doing things the right way early on in life. And that's where I'm at today, where I'm at in life. I learned that, you know, in order to get support, you have to give support. That's just how I was raised and taught. Now, if people feel like I don't pop up to the events or whatever the case may be, y'all can call me out if y'all want. But 9 times out of 10, it's hard for y'all to call me out because I do support a lot of people's shit. But when it comes to my shit again,
listen, man, he's not just talking shit. I've actually been shotgun riding in the whip from your house on, what was that? That was the what highway was we on? It was like
shit, damn.
It was the crosstown. The cross island.
Cross Island Expressway.
That we was in the whip riding out for the Fly Me Out to LA for more value.
Yeah.
To support our niggas. Who was there that night? It was Hooks Murdoch, Busy B.
It was a lot of people.
It was a lot of talent.
That was a beautiful night, by the way.
Yo, everybody did their fucking thing.
If you weren't there, I don't know where you was at.
Like,
you missed out on it.
I definitely felt bad for the judges. That was a dope night. But that just goes to show you, like, he's not bullshitting. Like, we've been out at these events. Like, and even when he's performing, he's not one of those people that will get off stage and just go get a drink or he'll leave afterwards like a lot of you niggas are. I understand niggas got responsibilities, you gotta wake up early, but it's disrespectful and we all know that, and you wouldn't want niggas to just leave in the middle or before your fucking performance, so it doesn't look right. I've seen this nigga front row clapping for niggas that he doesn't even fucking know. It's not even like a favoritism thing, like, oh, that's my nigga Coney, and he clap for. I've seen him clap for niggas that he doesn't know just because the music hits. So you can't sit up here and tell me that this nigga is not supportive. This nigga is not for the culture. This nigga is not doing his part. Mm-hmm. When it's not reciprocated, you get jaded. You get animalistic, savage ass fuckery that I'm presenting to you right now because I be feeling the same fucking way. I be overlooked too, like I'm a short nigga out here, like I'm on my Joe Pesci shit. And please believe, with the pen, I'm on my Joe Pesci shit. Once again, if you didn't see Casino, y'all need to see that movie.
Can I throw something in too?
Talk your shit.
Like, for one, Blackout is one of them artists that keeps improving time and time and time. Because I record him. No, I'm just speaking facts. You're another artist that gets overlooked in this scene. You know what I mean? And once you drop this next project, I'm telling y'all now.
Listen, man.
Y'all gonna look at Blackout different. I'm not saying this because that's my man's. That's my dude. We from the same hood, but nah. I seen the progression. Like he went from what's the end?
Yeah,
Train of Thought.
Train of Thought.
You know, the end was like his beginning phase. Train of Thought.
Pretty much.
He was getting there.
Yeah.
This project, he's there. He's there, and he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Can I throw something in there too?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I feel like
Mom, you gonna talk some shit next?
I feel like, honestly, Train of Thought is probably Blackout's best work. So I'm expecting like the best from this one coming up. But Train of Thought literally was some great body of work.
Yes.
Thank you.
And same goes for One Man Band.
Thank you.
So when I got I'm one of you who have it. When I got it, first thing I'm like, okay, Live. I hope Live knows he got to top that.
Yeah.
Because it's literally he threw the project like, yo, top that, and nobody else topped it. Honestly, topped it.
Right.
Nobody else. So yeah, I can't wait till I get home so I can listen to the rest of it.
That's what's up.
in my opinion, I felt like I topped one man band, and the only reason why I felt like I topped it because I let myself go. Like I didn't hold back on this one.
Yeah. Oh God. Speaking of not holding back, the pettiness that exuded from your fucking yo, the last track, wait for it, that outro. Oh my God, that was so beautifully petty. I loved every bit of it. This nigga like definitely like reenacted how people want graphics and want to be on that bullshit. Marvelous. Loved it.
Thank you. I mean, actually, I was gonna do something else, but then my cousin that stays with me right now, Tiffany Hawley. Shout outs to you.
Shout outs to her. Fucking Pats fan. Fuck out of here, D. Get your life. Giants Nation, nigga. Jets Nation. What up? Tell her I said it.
Oh man. They have a few.
Yes, we do.
That's another story.
That's another story.
But she told me, speak your truth. You know, I see you on. I actually see you on the phone with all these clients all the time, and you be looking like you aggravated half the time. So, but it all don't work.
That's a fact.
Sometimes, and even if they feel some sort of way, what they gonna say to you? They probably not gonna say nothing. They probably gonna be throwing a hissy fit and stuff you on Facebook.
Facts.
But you, a 300-pound gorilla looking nigga, they ain't gonna do nothing.
What? Listen, man.
And then they're gonna come to you to ask for a graph the next day.
Facts.
Wait.
Listen, you missed it. Nah, you was outside doing whatever.
Yeah,
nah,
I
you
don't know
missed it.
what
Listen,
Coming
at this
up,
time,
Paper Friday.
at this time, we'll be winding down. So
Can I hear some petty
live.
before I leave?
What's up?
Can I hear the petty?
Nah, man, you missed a lot of the
missed a
petty.
lot.
We can't do it. We gotta get ready for
Probably.
Katie's show. But nah, there's gonna be some petty on her show.
Oh, I
Trust
know
me.
that.
Trust believe. Yeah.
Fuck you all.
Hey, shouldn't have left, motherfucker. So
Me
right,
no
so
lie.
at this time, yeah, like I said, we're winding down live. Your last words, any shout outs, and then also, of course, where can we find you and your project, and once again, let everybody know about the event this Friday.
I mean, my last and final words, I'll keep it short and sweet. At the end of the day, you don't have to support me. If you don't feeling my shit, it's okay. But then don't come to me and ask me to come out for you because I'm on some new shit from here on. Just to let you know, this is where I stand. This is where you stand, and it's okay. It's all right. That's what's up. Just don't be in my inbox.
Oh, by the
Anyway.
way, we got money.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got money.
Thank
okay.
Jesus. But
So Katie's the new Cash App. I like it.
Whoa. I
Shout-
got the Facebook shit.
Nice.
Shout out to Katie K. Shout out to you, of course, my brethren.
Thank you, sir.
Shout out to Mainstream. Shout out to everyone that's doing their thing, keeping it. Definitely shout out to Coney Brooks because he supported me from.
That's fact.
Man,
He
like
does support.
for somebody that's holding high regard for the indie scene, and for him to support somebody that hardly gets any support, that means a whole lot to me. And you know, he's doing his numbers. He deserves everything he got coming.
That's a fact. Yeah, he works hard.
He works hard, so I definitely got to shout him out just because. Shout out to Ray Fame. Yeah. I don't know how you made the project twice, but you
Facts. Nigga was just there like, hey,
Listen,
nigga,
Blackout, don't let me be in the studio while you doing your album.
nigga, no, fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna be on my J. Cole shit. Everybody locked out. Just me and the engineer.
But I think he's next up and coming because
Facts.
I see it in his eyes that he wants it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's why he made the project. For those who don't know, like
Don't
I
give
could have
him
chose
love.
anybody on this project.
That
Ray Fame
made
made
me
the cut.
sick.
More shots.
Anyhow.
yeah. So
Y'all
now, you can plug the
The
event.
plugs. Of course, June 8th, we're gonna be at Sheila Lee Tavern in Long Island City, Queens, for the release party event / KDK 26th birthday party.
Okay.
Young ass. Jesus, you
Still
little
young.
whippersnapper.
I'm the last one to turn 30, guys.
Jesus.
No, Ant the Rebel is.
Okay, but he ain't here right now.
Anywho.
Let me wrap up.
Yeah, talk your shit, man.
Living Legend drops this Friday. It's gonna be on Google Play, iTunes, Apple Music. Yeah, we're gonna party and bullshit that day. Yes. It's gonna be on It's gonna be on all digital media platforms, including my website www.lovejohnson.com. If you get your tickets in advance, By Wednesday, you will receive a special edition copy download of the project.
Yeah, go get your ticket.
I swear you're gonna love this project. It's better than One Man Band, in my opinion.
It is.
And it's according to Katie in Blackout, it's hella petty.
It has its petty. It has its petty moments.
Moment?
Okay, it's petty. All right.
But it's great music. That's the best way I can describe it.
Great. Now where the fuck can we find you, nigga?
Well, I don't.
You
well,
wanna
no,
find
I
him?
don't.
Find me.
I don't throw my plugs out no more. I just tell them go straight to the website www.livejohnson.com.
Nice. Okay.
You can also find him everywhere at motherfucker.
That's what you get.
Okay, you can
You
find
got
me.
your segment in a few minutes. Let me do mine.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that
And
social media
Pornhub.
bullshit. Or at I am
You
Love
can't find
Johnson.
him, but you can find a certain rapper on there.
Yo, shout out
That
to
shit
Pro
was
for being on Pornhub.
Yo, listen.
Yo,
All I'm gonna say is my nigga quote is different. That's all I'm gonna say. This nigga's marketing is way different than anybody else.
thanks.
And
Anywho.
no, I didn't go on Pornhub this day.
But given his nature and character, I would
makes
expect
sense.
that. It makes sense to him.
Anywho, you already know what it is. I'm here, Black Out the Rebel. Personal account is BLK Out the Rebel. That's the Instagram. Black Out the Rebel is the Facebook. Blackout DA Rebel is the Twitter. Wasn't enough characters. I'm sorry. Twitter's a bunch of dickheads. Darkside Radio bookings at gmail.com if you want to email me about being on the show or anything business related. DarksideRadioNYC.com is the official website where you can see this episode as well as past episodes, and you can hear all the music that from our guests that is on our playlist that we never take down, unlike other people that will put your song in rotation for 3 months or so and then take it down. Our shit stays up forever. Darkside Radio is the SoundCloud. Darkside Radio is the YouTube. Darkside Radio is the Instagram. Darkside Radio is the Facebook. Darkside Radio _ is the Twitter. That's it. We're going to be wrapping this one up. Next week, we got Alicia from Love Inside Prevails. Her and her team. So shout out to them. This is Darkside Radio. We're going to see you motherfuckers all next week. Stay up.
You mean like in